Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great week so far. For some of you, it might have been a day off. For some not. Some push it until Thursday and even the weekend to take off. And it really depends on, I would think, the type of activity you have throughout the day, how you're eating, and so on. Specifically talking about eating, the idea tonight is about fueling for different training phases. So the idea around that is, I thought how to explain that, and I thought let's first talk about nutrition around your training specifically. So maybe if you guys out there thinking, when you're starting diets, where you're going at the end and so on, think about your calories throughout the day. And one way to think about it, which is one of the, I think, three of the most important times to eat throughout the day, is when you wake up in the mornings. The first time is very important. Then it's before you go to training, and then it's when you're leaving in your just finished training. So those are the three most important times I think it is that you should be focused on your nutrition. So of course, your training being then 2/3 of that problem to solve is very important. So I want you to consider 12 weeks out, break it up into 3 phases, just as an example, a stupid example for you to start thinking about that, saying three phases to that. Let's say I'm going to start out with, which I sometimes say a good idea would be something like oats. I've even in the past did almonds before training. Fats. It really depends on how my energy is and the type of diet I'm following, which one makes me feel the best. But of course, oats is something that I use quite often, and it's been it's very effective over the years. I do add a little bit of whey protein just it feels to, my carbs, how my body digests carbs. I always add a little bit of protein just so I don't have spikes and so on. So very important, thinking about, perhaps as this example, having oats before you go, say 45 to 30 minutes before you go to your workout, okay? And then if you're having a pre-workout, 15 to 20 minutes before you go into the gym. And anyways, you'll also feel a lot better with your energy throughout anyway. So let's say I've got it now, those 3 phases, 12 weeks out, let's say 8 weeks out, and then 4 weeks out, for example, right? And then the show day. I'm just saying show day, goal day, whatever your goal is, or shoot or what. So then starting out the oats, perhaps starting high at 40, 50, 60 or 80 or 100 grams. And then when you reach the second phase, and again, you can put more phases in, I'm just using an example. And when you reach the second phase, okay, 8 weeks out, I'm going to reduce this by 50%. So then from 100 grams, you go to 50 grams or 60 grams. And then from there out, when you're 4 weeks out, you say, I'm going to reduce this to 20 or 30 grams, or even going to take it away completely, depending on the progress. You see? So now you have a little bit something to look forward to, a little bit of sweetener and cinnamon with that when you're dieting is really something to look forward to, and even if you have whey protein with it. So that's something that I want you to perhaps think about. Let's say that's the idea for tonight, is just nutrition before you go training, okay? Fueling then, part 1, I guess, where we're at Wednesday. So I'm going to have to do the second part then tomorrow, which will be after training. Have a great night, guys. Cheers.